The one thing I think about Todd, when I think about him, besides his intelligence and sexiness, is the fact that he is honest and he is good. He's a good human being.
Gentleness. He's always had a kindness and a gentleness to him.
I remember Todd, my very first impression was this tall, striking guy that had a, when I got talking to him, he had I discovered that he had a really developed sense of humor. He was a real cynic. And as H.L. Mencken says, cynics are right most of the time.
He is generous and kind.
He's very precise.
I would say he's a very calm and warm person.
I've always known him to be very kind and patient.
He knows how to turn a phrase quite well. He's he's very clever, dry wit.
Throughout my life, he's been a shining example of what to do and what not to do. And he's wonderful. How am I doing? And I love him very much, and he's been a super guy. So he's always been super nice, took good care of us, and
You know, a lot of people will say, especially your family, you know, oh, you've done so much for Todd. Well, people don't realize what you have done for me. You have given me such a sense of security that I've not had in a long time. You've loved me like no one's ever loved me. You know, every day I wake up in the morning and our lives begin.
He always made me very welcome, feel very welcome in his family and at his home.
yeah.
Very present, and he's family to me, and I love him very much too.
One of my most memorable moments with Todd is when I turned 19, he gave me a bottle of champagne, and he said that every 19-year-old girl deserved to have a bottle of champagne.
Flying the old Piper Tri-Pacer. That one time we had to go and de-ice the wings by hand with our gloves. That was a good idea.
He's the reason why I first got into trouble at school, because the teacher grabbed him by the ear and was dragging him to the principal's office. And I said, you take your hands off my brother. I think I was about 6. I got into a lot of trouble for that.
Todd and Cindy came out for dinner one February evening. Cindy brought her famous enchiladas, I believe it was. Really nice. And of course, Todd, like most men, likes to play with fire. So, you know, the wood stove was going away at its normal low level because my house is very small and the wood stove gets very hot very fast. But of course, Todd wanted to play with the fire, and the next thing we knew, the temperature in the room was about 30 degrees.
The biggest, fondest memory of mine is having that presence of him in my life. And very supportive and very proud all the time. Just always seeing him there and feeling him smiling and supporting me was my biggest memory.
I discovered that Todd was a pilot, and being a pilot and the guy likes to navigate, I figured, oh, he might like doing a similar activity on a boat. You're not in the air, but you're on the water kind of thing. So we invited Todd and Cindy out for a weekend on our boat, and actually the only couple that we've ever had on our boat as an overnight stay. We had a lot of fun, and Todd showed a real interest in it, and I'm sure he really enjoyed sailing the boat, and and navigating with, you know, using the instruments to navigate and so on. So that was, I remember that we had a lot of fun. And
all the animals were Dad's animals. The cat became Dad's cat very quickly. And he had a very unique and loving relationship with Calvi and Stacy.
I think it was a very special relationship, especially Calvinator. We all loved Calvinator and treated him well, but him and Calvin just had a great bond. Calvin, no matter who treated him better, Calvin and Todd were always best pals.
Todd, you know, there's a midlife crisis. I know what you're going to do. You're going to sell that Mustang and buy a Camaro.
What do I think he would do or buy?
A car.
No, a jet. Definitely a jet.
He'd buy another Mustang. I think that's pretty sure that he would do that.
What, like hypothetically, as opposed to what he's actually done and bought?
Two things. He'd buy a plane, and he'd buy an old, vintage, very, very expensive car. Maybe a Mustang.
I think he'd buy an airplane, waterplane, and have a little house where he could fly in and out anytime he wanted.
It would be something to do with cars. He loves old cars, and he would love to probably take an old truck or an old car and restore it. That would be what he would do. And is that a midlife crisis? I'm not sure.
I think he's done it. He's got his Mustang. He's got the beautiful blonde. What more can a man want?
And he's got his pilot license.
Happy 60th. So happy to have you part of my life, and we've always wanted family, and we finally found it. And like you said the other day, time is on our side. I love you.
Happy birthday. You have a lot more years to go, and I'm going to be right there beside you. Love you very much.
I was there on your first, and I hope to be there for many years to come. Happy birthday, dear.
Oh my God, how are you 60? That was too fast. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy 60th! And I hope that you enjoy your day and that you enjoy all the good years coming ahead of you.
Happy birthday, Todd.
Yeah. And 1, 2, 3. You rock!
Yeah.
Well, happy 60th birthday, Todd, from myself.
And Alan, and have a great one, Todd, and tip of the hat to you.
I'd wish you 60 more, but I'm not sure I'd wish that on anybody, so at least 40 more. Happy birthday.